তারপরে আমরা আস্তে আস্তে সামনের দিকে আগাবো। Okay, welcome dear student. Today we'll discuss about chapter 3 and discuss on chapter 3 about force. So we have already discussed in 2 classes about force and the application of force. Now we discuss about the some numerical problem about force. Suppose force and suppose this is the system and this is a surface and here is the mass of object. The mass of the object is 5 kilogram. 5 kilogram and here is a pulley and here is also a pulley. The pulley and there is a mass. This mass is suppose at 10 kilogram and this mass is 20 kilogram. Suppose this is the 20 kilogram. What is the acceleration of the system? What is the acceleration of the system? A equals to what? And T equals to what? T meaning most of tension. T equals to what? For this type of problem, if the string is changed, then we consider the tension will be changed. Suppose for this, suppose this is the M1, this is the M2, and consider it is M. So for this, the weight acts in this direction. This is the M1G. This is the M1G, and the tension always outward from the object. So in this direction, the tension is T1. The string are same from this to this portion. So the tension for this will be T1. Okay. So for this, the object is the M2G and tension is T2 because this string and this strings are different. So the tension will be different. So for this, the tension in this direction, this is the T2. For this figure portion, we can consider that this is the object, the weight in this direction and tension in this direction. So this mass is 10 kilogram and this mass is 20 kilogram. So the object moves in upward. So T1 is greater than M1G. The acceleration is in this direction. So now we consider T1 minus M1G equals to M1A for this portion. Okay, now come on. For this portion, the object moves in this direction, so T2 is greater than T1. So T2 minus T1 equals to MA. Now, for this, we consider this is the mass, the weight in this direction and tension in this direction, T2. And actually the object moves in this downward direction. So M2G is greater than T2. M2G is greater than T2. So M2G minus T2 equals to M2A. M2G minus T2 equals to M2A. Now plus T1, T1, T2, T2. So M2G minus M1G equals to M1A plus MA plus M2A. Okay, now come on. M2 minus M1 into G equals to A, M1 plus M plus M2. So A will be M2 minus M1, M1 plus M plus M2 into G. So M2 means 20, M1 means 10. 10 plus 5 plus 20 into 9.8. Okay. From this we consider it is 10, 35 into 9.8. So 98 by 35. So the result will be 98 divided by 35, it will be 2.8. So 2.8, so acceleration will be 2.8 meter per second square. This is the acceleration of the above system.
Sir,
Yes?
T1 M1 দিচ্ছে বড় কেন?
Because the object moves down upward, because this is a frictionless surface. This mass is more, so the object moves downward. If the moves object downwards, it will be moved in this direction and it will be moved in upward direction. So T1 is better than M1G. Understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you have to remember this type of problem. Okay. Now we will discuss about collision. This is our last topic, collision. Okay, now come on. We discuss about conservation of momentum. We have already discussed about conservation of momentum, so we now discuss about the collision. Collision means the collide time is tiny. Suppose the object moves in this direction, and this is the M1 and this is the U1, and this is the another object, this is the M2, the velocity is U2. So U1 is greater than U2. So at a certain time they will collide to each other. And we can say that deformation will be occurred here. Deformation, suppose this formation is occurred. This is the M1 and this is the M2, the normal direction in this direction and normal direction in this direction. Okay. So after collision, the velocity is changed. So M1 moves in V1 direction and M2 moves in V2 direction. So you can consider in any collision, you have to remember this. In any collision, momentum is conserved. Momentum is conserved. You have to remember it. Momentum is conserved. Momentum is conserved through the system. At any stage of the system, the momentum is conserved. In this system, in this stage, in this stage, and in this stage. Before collision, at the time of collision, and after collision, the momentum will be conserved. According to the kinetic energy, there are two types of collision. One is elastic collision, and another is inelastic collision. Okay. According to the kinetic energy, elastic collision, and according to the kinetic energy, one is elastic collision and another is inelastic collision. In elastic collision, kinetic energy before collision equals to kinetic energy after collision. In this stage, kinetic energy also conserved. That means before collision and after collision, the kinetic energy will be conserved. So in elastic collision, kinetic energy before collision is not equals to kinetic energy after collision. You have to remember this. According to the kinetic energy, momentum is conserved in elastic collision or inelastic collision. But in elastic collision, kinetic energy is conserved, and in inelastic collision, kinetic energy is not conserved. So now we discuss about the elastic collision. and what will be the velocity after collision and elastic collision. Okay, now come on. So, according to the conservation of momentum, we can write m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Okay. Now, m1 u1 minus m1 v1 equals to m2 v2 minus m2 u2. So, m1 equals to u1 minus v1 equals to m2 equals to v2 minus u2. Okay, this is the equation number 1. For according to the elastic collision, we know kinetic energy before collision and after collision will be equal. So kinetic energy we know half mv square, so half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square equals to half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square. Okay, now half but the so m1 u1 square, 1 black m1 v1 square equals to m2 v2 square minus m2 u2 square. Understand? So m1 u1 square minus v1 square equals to m2 v2 square minus u2 square. So m1 equals to u1 plus v1, u1 minus v1. So m2 equals to v2 minus u2, v2 plus u2. This is the conservation of kinetic energy. So equation 2. Now we divide equation 2 by equation 1. So we can write, okay, equation 2 divided by equation 1. So m1 u1 minus v1, u1 minus v1, so u1 plus v1 equals to m2 minus v2 plus u2. So we can write u1 minus u2 equals to v2 minus v1. You have to remember this. u1 minus u2 equals to v2 minus v1. Okay, now from this we can also determine u1 plus v1 minus u2. This is the equation number 3. Now putting the value of v2 in equation number 1. From 1, m1 u1 minus v1 equals to m2 u1 plus v1 minus u2 from this equation. Okay. So, yes.
স্যার এটা কিসের ফর্মুলা স্যার?
Collision, before collision, আমি লাস্টলি তোমাদের এটা শর্ট ফর্মটা দেখাই দেব, জাস্ট আমি এখন প্রুফটা দেখাচ্ছি, একটু দেখো। u1 minus v1 equals to m2 u1 plus v1 minus 2 u2. So m1 u1 minus m1 v1 equals to m2 u1 plus m2 v1 minus 2 m2 u2. So m1 u1 minus m2 u1 plus m2 u2 equals to m2 v1 plus m1 v1. So m1 minus m2 into u1 plus 2m2 u2 equals to v1 into m1 plus m2. So v1 will be m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into u1 plus 2m2 by m1 plus m2 u2. This is the velocity after collision. This is the velocity of first object after collision. You have to remember this box and this box, v1. Now we determine the v2. Okay. For v2, according from the equation number 3, v2 equals to u1 plus m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into u1 plus 2m2 by m1 plus m2 into u2 minus u2. Okay, now we consider that is the 1 plus m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into u1 plus 2m2 by m1 plus m2 minus 1 into q2. Okay. Now we calculate it. From this, the LCM is m1 plus m2. m1 plus m2. m2 kata 2m1. 2m1 u1 plus 2m2 minus m1 minus m2. So it will be m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 into 2. So b2 will be 2m1 m1 plus m2 into u1 plus m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 into u2. This is the equation of the second object after velocity of second object after collision. You have to remember this box, and this box. Now we can memorize it in shortly. How can we?
Sir, last equation টা কি বললেন স্যার একবার বলবেন?
This is the final velocity
equation of
this is the this is the equation of final velocity of the second object, or this is the equation of velocity of second object after collision.
Okay.
Okay. Now come on. How we can memorize it? B1 and B2. It is easy. B1 and B2. Okay. Plus. Okay. Count. M1 plus M2. M1 plus M2. M1 plus M2. M1 plus M2. If suppose 1, it will be 2m2. If 1, it will be 2m2 and the velocity will be u2. B1, so m1 is greater than m2. M1 minus m2, so you have u1. B2, it will be, B2 means 2m1. So 1, it will be u1. B2, so it will be m2 minus m1 into u2. Okay? B1 and B2. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now come. Now we solve some numerical problem using this equation. Okay. So u1 minus u2 equals to b2 minus b1, and b1 will be 2m2 by m1 plus m2 into u2 plus m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into u1. b2 equals to 2m1 by m1 plus m2 into u1 plus m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 into u2. Okay, now come. Condition number 1. If m1 equals to m2 equals to m, if m1 equals to m2 equals to m, so we can write b1 equals to, it will be 0. So b1 equals to mm to m kata u2. b1 equals to u2 and b2 equals to u1. So from this calculation, we can say the final initial velocity of the first second object equal to the final velocity of the first object. The initial velocity or the velocity of the object before collision of the first object equals to the velocity of the second object after collision. So we can say the velocities are shared. Okay. Second condition. If m2 is greater than m1, so and M2 is at rest. M2 is at rest. So we can write M2. So B1 equals to M2 is greater than M1. So it will be 2M2 and M1 is not M1 is negligible here. So we can write 2U1, 2U2 and U2 equals to 0. So it will be 0. So here it will be minus M2 by M2 into U1. So minus U1. Okay. And V2 equals to M2 is greater than M1. So U2 it will be M1 is less than and M2 is, so it will be 0 and it will be 0. So V2 is 0. So we can say if the mass of the second object is more and it is red, suppose this is the one. This is the M2 and it is raised. If an object is moved in this direction, after collision, the object is rebound or with the same velocity. So we can say the velocity is rebound. Rebound in this condition. Okay. Please wait.
হ্যাঁ স্যার বুঝতে পারছি
আচ্ছা condition number 3. If M1 equals to M2 and U2 equals to 0. If M1 equals to M2, condition number 3, and U2 equals to 0, that means the second object is at rest. So we can write M1 equals to M2, so it will be M1 equals to M2, so it will be 0 and 0, so V1 will be 0. Okay? U2 equals to 0 and M1 equals to M2, so it will be 0. And V2 will be M1 plus M2, so V2 equals to U1. So from this we can say after collision the first object is at rest and second object moves with the velocity of the initial of the first object. From this discussion we can say after collision the first object is at rest and after collision the second object moves with the initial velocity of the first object. Okay. On the other hand, case number 4, if M1 is not equals to M2, if M1 is not equals to M2, M1 is not equals to M2 and U2 equals to 0, U2 equals to 0, then the V1 will be M1 minus M2 by M1 plus M2 into U1 and V2 will be M2 2M1 M1 plus M2 into U1. Okay. So we can say from this discussion after collision the object is not at rest. The both object is moved with a velocity, definite velocity. Suppose when you strike a small body by a big body, the body will be moved in a definite direction. The both object gain the velocity. Okay. Number 5. Last one. So M2 is greater than M1. On the other hand, M1 is sorry, M2 is greater than, M1 is greater than M2, M1 is greater than M2, and ut is raised. Ut equals to 0. So the object B1 will be 0. M1 is greater than M1, so it will be B1 U1, and B2 equals to M1 to M1, 2 U1, and it will be 2 U1. Okay. Ut equals to 0. So B1 equals to U1 and B2 equals to 2 U1. So from this discussion, we can say after collision, the velocity of the first object is not changed. It's near about to the initial velocity of the first object before collision, and velocity of the second object after collision will be the double of the first object before collision. So B1 equals to U1, B2 equals to U1. So 2 U1. This is the exceptional case from this calculation. Now we discuss about numerical problems, some numerical problems by using this formula. Okay, now come on. Suppose there is an object and the mass of the object is 4 kilogram and it moves with 6 meter per second. And there is another object. The mass of the object is 6 kilogram and it moves with 3 meter per second. And after collision, the mass is changed. So it is suppose 5 kilogram and B1, and it will be the, suppose this, it will be the 4 kilogram and this is the B2. What will be the value of B1 and B2? And mass is changed. We can consider it, mass is converted into energy. So some mass is less or increase. So for what will be the B1 equals to what and B2 equals to what? Okay, now come on. You cannot use conservation of momentum. Conservation of momentum, B1 and B2 both are unknown. So at first we discuss, write U1 minus U2 equals to B2 minus B1. B2 minus, this is the B1. Okay. B2 minus B1. Okay, now come. U1 means 6. U2 means 3. B2 means no, and B1. So B2 minus B1 equals to 3. This is the equation number 1. Okay. From the conservation of momentum, we can write M1. M1 means 4 into 6 plus 6 into 3 equals to 5 into B1 plus 4 into B2. So we can write 24 plus 18. It will be 4B2 minus 5, plus 5B1. So it will be 4B2 plus 5B1. It will be 42. This is the equation number 2. Now we can calculate B1 B2 by using this equation. How it's possible? This is B2. This is B2, B1, B1. So 1 is 5 plus 2. So 5B2 minus 5B1 equals to 15. 4B2 plus 5B1 equals to 42. So 5B1, 5B1, 9B2 equals to 57. Yes. So V2 equals to 57 by 9. This is the final velocity. This is the B2 a meter per second. Now we calculate the B1. So now B1, B2 minus B1 equals to 3. So B2 means 557 by 9 minus B1 equals to 3. So B1 equals to 57 by 9 minus 3. So it will be 27, 30. 30 by 9. B1 equals to, so B1 will be 10 by 3 meter per second. B1 equals to 10 by 3 meter per second. So this is the B2 and this is the B1. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose this is the mass of one object, 1 kilogram, and it moves with u. And there is the mass of the object. This is the m. It is at rest. And after collision, the first one is rebound with u by 3. This is the 1 kilogram. And it moves with v, m. What will be the value of m and v equals, what will be the value of m? Okay. The mass of the first object is 1 kilogram. It moves with velocity u. And second, the mass of the second object is m, and it is at rest. After collision, the first object moves backward with u by 3 velocity, and second object moves with v in forward. What will be the m? Okay, now come on. Suppose u1 equals to u and u2 equals to 0. v1 equals to minus u by 3, because the direction of the velocity is opposite of the initial. So, and v2 equals to v. Okay, now come on. We know u1 minus u2 equals to v2 minus v1. So it will be u minus 0 equals to v minus minus u by 3. So u equals to v plus u by 3. So v equals to u minus u by 3. So v equals to 2u by 3. Okay. V equals to 2u by 3. This is the velocity. Now, we can write m1 1 into u plus m into 0 plus 1 into minus u by 3 plus m into v. Okay. Now come on, u1 plus 0 equals to minus 1/3 minus u by 3 plus m into 2u by 3. So u equals to u plus u by 3 equals to 2m u by 3. So it will be 4u by 3 equals to 2m u by 3. 3 and u bar. So we can write 4 equals to twice m. So we can write twice m equals to 4 and m equals to 4 by 2. So it will be m equals to 2 kilogram. This is the mass of the second object. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, last mathematical problem for this chapter. Okay, come. Suppose this is a tree. I can draw a fine picture. This is a tree, and there is the some branch of this tree, and here is the bird sitting on the tree. A shooter shoot a bullet from the gun with the velocity 20 meter per second. 20 meter per second. 20 meter per second. the mass of the bullet MB, it is 10 gram. The mass of the bullet is 10 gram. Okay. And mass of the bird, bullet or bird, same. Okay, M1, this is the M2 equals to 2 kilogram. Mass of the bird is 2 kilogram. After shooting, the bullet is in the bird. The bullet is in the bird. What will be the combined velocity? Combined velocity. What will be the combined velocity? Okay. A bird is at rest and the mass of the bird is 2 kilogram. A shooter shoots a bullet from his gun with 20 meters per second. The mass of the bullet is 10 gram. After shooting, the bullet is in the bird. What will be the combined velocity? Now come on. Suppose this is the M1 and this is the U1. This is the M2 and U2. At first the bird is at rest, so U2 will be 0. After shooting, the B1 equals to B2 equals to B. Because the velocity of the bullet and the bird will be same. So B1 equals to B2 equals to B. So
sir, কিসে velocity same হবে?
After shooting, the bullet is in the bird. That means bullet the bird is ভিতরে আছে. When the bird moves with the bullet, so the velocity of the bullet and the bird will be same after shooting. So B1 equals to B2 equals to B, final velocity. So we can write M1 U1 plus M2 U2 equals to M1 B1 plus M2 B. Okay, now come on. M1 is 10 gram. 10 gram means 0.01 kilogram and 20 meter per second plus M2 means 2, U2 equals to 0. M1 0.01 into B plus 2B. Okay. Now it will be 20 into 0.01, it will be 0.2. 0.2 equals to 2.01 B. So V equals to 0.2 by 2.01. 0.2 bar 2.01. So it will be 0.099. So 0.099. So B will be 0.099 meter per second. This is the final velocity of the bullet and bird. Understand? 995. 995. Okay, that's all. We discussed about work, power, and energy in our next class. I hope you are present in the class, and these classes are very important for you. And after that, the test examination will be held, and it is very helpful to you. I assure it, and you have to present in the class. Okay, thank you. Allah Hafiz.